Time and a place for everything. I'm not gonna say he's right and I'm not gonna say he's wrong. You know, but it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing.
Good thoughts, guys.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry.
When it comes to the retirement shit, like you serious about this?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Despite his recent announcement of retirement from the sport, Gervonta Davis is not being taken seriously by everyone. Within hours after the news, Floyd Mayweather was unable to refrain from disparaging his former protege in a string of nuanced insults. The unbeaten boxing legend seemed to make fun of Davis and caustic comments, demonstrating that he is not buying into the retirement rhetoric. Mayweather's response has fans wondering if Davis is actually going away or just making headlines, as emotions between the two remain high after their breakup.
So I'm sure by now many people have heard about the news that was broken by Rick Glazier, who stated that five-time world champion, three-division world champion, undefeated superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis, 30 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. 30 wins, no losses, one draw, 28 wins by way of knockout, has officially announced his retirement, right? He told the people around him that he is retiring from the sport of boxing. He is no longer going to compete in the sport of boxing due to his frustration with the way and the direction the sport of boxing is going in.
Alongside the original revelation, Davis subsequently acknowledged in a podcast with rapper Lil Yachty that he plans to retire from boxing by the end of 2025, claiming a desire to put his family, his studies, and his own development first. At the beginning of his bout with Lamont Roach, the WBA lightweight champion dropped the bombshell, saying, "After next year, I'm out of it. It's finished. I'm tired." Later on, he explained that he saw this as more of a pause than a full retirement, indicating that he is still debating whether to give up entirely.
When it comes to the retirement shit, like you serious about this?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But why, bro? I just feel like you know it's too early. I feel like you fucking with us at this point. Like at this point, it's like you joking. Is it to sell a fight? Like, be real.
No, I ain't say I'm like retiring like after this fight, but for sure, like after this year, I'm retiring. After next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight, you're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fight.
In February 22, 2013, Davis had his first professional boxing match at the DC Armory in Washington, D.C. Davis took no time in proclaiming his arrival on the scene. Facing Desi Williams, he proved right away that a new power had entered boxing as he destroyed Williams with a spectacular first-round knockout. It wasn't only a victory in his debut. It signaled the start of a career that would be defined by strength, accuracy, and an unwavering pursuit of sporting glory.
Make sure you get close. Of course. Make sure you bend your knees.
Anybody get the number of that bus?
Of course. Of course.
I had to cut one too.
I
had to cut one too.
Let me say it.
I gave you. Sit on the table. Catch her there. Do it again. Oh, give me the hand up. Catch it with your hand. Good. Catch it again. Good. Make sure you catch it with your hand. I don't touch the table.
You want to do it? Want to do it? Tank first, man. You fighting that?
I don't think you fighting that.
You been talking about this?
After mentoring Davis in 2015, boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr. played a pivotal role in Davis's ascent. Mayweather provided advice on much more than just boxing technique. He was viewed as a big brother by Davis. Mayweather once bought a $60,000 Jeep and gave it to Davis as a token of his faith in Tank's ability and potential for success. demonstrating their close relationship.
Gervonta Davis is a boxing sensation. He has a lot of knockouts, 11-0, 10 knockouts. But here's the thing, Floyd Mayweather has taken him under his wing and he bought him a brand new car. Floyd doesn't buy cars for a lot of people. Tell me about that. Tell me about the car that he bought, and how did you respond when he said, we're going to get you a car today?
As he didn't tell me at first, his mom had a crash on her car.
Okay.
So he went to the dealership and went to go get her joint fixed. So I was out eating, so he called me. He always told me he was gonna give me a car and stuff like that, give me a place and all that. But he had a lot going on, and I wasn't rushing him because I knew he had a lot going on. So this particular day, he just called me. I was out eating, so he called me and was like, "I'm about to have someone to pick you up. Just be ready." So I was out eating, so I was like, "Okay, I'm ready now." So they came pick me up. Then he took me to the dealership. So he let me test drive this, and he also let me test drive a Charger. The Charger was too fast, and he was like, everybody at the gym have them.
That's true, they do.
Yeah, he was like, we want to get you something different. So.
Well, you're from Baltimore. You need a Jeep on the streets of Baltimore. Yeah. I've watched the news.
They had a relationship that went beyond contracts. It was founded on respect for one another and mentoring. Davis frequently gave Floyd credit for teaching him the self-assurance and self-control that helped mold him into a champion destined for enduring glory, in addition to his mastery of boxing techniques.
In Baltimore, you need a Jeep on the streets of Baltimore. Yeah. I've watched the news.
Yeah.
What did they say back home when everybody saw the story that Floyd Mayweather bought you a very expensive car?
Not only that he bought me an expensive car, he took me in.
Took you interest in you and your career, yeah?
Yeah, as a fighter, also as Floyd old enough to be my son, so I wouldn't say a big brother, so he, like a father figure and stuff like that, he took me in, and he been treating me good since I knew him. He been not only in the boxing, like working with me on boxing, he showed me like the business side and all that type stuff, and he showed me a lot, and I appreciate him and I love him forever for that.
We all see the news, and many times people say negative stuff about Floyd. From your experience with him, from the fact that he bought you a car, which he didn't have to, because there are a lot of fighters here, and he doesn't buy them cars. What does that say about him?
Just not only that him giving me stuff, because all that stuff can get taken away. It's just the knowledge that he give me, like when we one-on-one, when we running and stuff like that, that he showed me, and he not only showed me but teach me and stuff like that. So I'm forever grateful for that.
Give me a tour of the Jeep really quick. What do we got?
Unlock this real quick. It's the newest Jeep that just came out, Rubicon.
Tensions rose between the two despite their early triumphs. Davis complained about what he saw as Mayweather's tactics to restrict his opportunities and exert control over his career. Davis left Mayweather Promotions in 2022 in order to pursue more independence and collaborate with advisor Al Heyman. A number of public controversies resulted from the divide. Davis claimed that Mayweather had harmed him by preventing him from using his gym for training. Davis wrote in a since-deleted tweet, "What? Floyd told me that I was no longer allowed to utilize his gym. I don't give a..."
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. He basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you, And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. That's what I was real. That's what I was told at the time. So
Davis cemented his status as one of boxing's most captivating talents in 2024. His performance against Frank Martin at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn on June 15th. TH was particularly noteworthy. Following a difficult opening, Davis used his trademark left uppercut and straight left punch to knock Martin out in the 8th round, leaving him unable to continue. He has now knocked out 28 opponents in 30 fights. solidifying his reputation as a powerful lightweight fighter.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Boxing Locker with me, Matt Goddard, and this is my breakdown of Gervonta "Tank" Davis, who is arguably the best puncher in boxing and without question one of the top 10 pound for pound fighters on the planet. Your position for him within those 10 is up for debate, but we're not going to talk about that today. Today I'm going to give you a brief background of Gervonta's boxing record and his kind of bio, and then I'm going to go into the breakdown of what makes him such a fantastic fighter. Okay, so first and foremost, Tank is now 30-0 with 28 knockouts. It's like a 93% knockout ratio, which is crazy. I believe it's the highest knockout percentage of any current world champion, I believe. I would imagine Inoue is close to that, but pretty impressive anyway. He's 29 years old. He's a southpaw. He's 5'5"-ish, 5'5.5" maybe.
This, however, shocked the boxing community by announcing his intention to retire at the end of 2025, declaring quite plainly that he had no more place in the sport. "This is trash," Davis remarked at a news conference before his second fight with Lamont Roach. "I'm leaving. I'm tired. Belts aren't important to me. All I want to do is receive my money and leave." He cited mental tiredness, the expectations of fame, and the recent birth of his kid as driving factors for his decision to move away. Characterizing boxing and its limelight as a grueling experience he now wants no part of.
25 is after next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
Despite his perfect record and several world titles, Davis's accomplishments have been overshadowed by his recent performances and performance problems. Concerns over his future in the sport have been raised after his most recent fight, a contentious draw with Lamont Roach Jr. Davis seems dedicated to his choice to retire and concentrate on his personal development and family life, despite some sources speculating that he would take up boxing again when his funds become tight.
So I'm sure by now many people have heard about the news that was broken by Rick Glazier, who stated that 5-time world champion, 3-division world champion, undefeated superstar boxer, Gervonta "Tank" Davis, 30 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 28 wins by way of knockout, has officially announced his retirement, right? He told the people around him that he is retiring from the sport of boxing. He is no longer going to compete in the sport of boxing due to his frustration with the way and the direction the sport of boxing is going in. And many people are sending it to me in drones. Have I seen it? I told you guys Gervonta "Tank" Davis is in a unique place. I told you guys this a couple of days ago, that Gervonta "Tank" Davis, along with his situation outside the sport of boxing, has put him in limbo. But y'all said I was capping. Gervonta "Tank" Davis' team, as I told you guys, stated that they are uncertain about what's going to come of his case. Gervonta "Tank" Davis is frustrated with that. He's also frustrated with the way the Premier Boxing Champions is handling his career. Al Heyman is no longer in charge as Louis DeCubas, Sr. and Jr. Al Heyman is not running things with the PBC anymore. He is not. Right?